me get past the screen of death. I get a white screen of death here.
Oh
Come on,
my.
they'll settle down.
Yeah.
Down. Excuse me, John. I have a couple of dogs, and this is they're close to their bedtime.
Mm-hmm. Okay, bear with me. Growl.
Well,
Oh my.
oh yes.
Sorry
Oh
about this,
dear.
folks. But I
Don't
want to
you
make sure we see
love it when
the thing.
technology kicks you in the teeth?
Yeah. And here we go. Let's get it.
That's right.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to 2021. Now that we're finally out of these crazy 2020. All right. So anyway, welcome back. We're back after a nice
We're
2 week
back.
holiday. We enjoyed Christmas doing Among Us. We did New Year's Among Us. That was fun. And of course, I'm so happy we fixed the audio. Thank you. Yes. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, that was a lucky find on my part, I
Yes,
think.
it was. I mean, at first I was thinking, wait a minute, I'm the only one who's not affected. But hold it. It says tracks. Okay, let's try it. Sure enough, that's what happened. All right. So anyway, time for some intros. I'm your host for tonight. I am Oddball Extreme. I'm currently joined on the line by five of my crazy cohorts right now. Anyway, first we have our master creator below me, Frodo. Hello, Frodo.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be back to the show. And tonight we are going to have a little bit of a special guest taking my place for most of the episode, but I'll explain that here in a little bit.
Okay. Well, anyway, we also have Spirit Spotter Tim at the bottom. Hello, Tim.
Good evening, my dear.
And then we also have Joker and Oracle, Mike and Ashley. Hello, guys.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome back.
Yep. And over to my left on the screen is our not the sus, so there, Janet. Hello, Janet.
Hello, everybody. And the only reason I chose that nickname is because I'm always a sus in Among Us.
Yep. And we also have
So there.
Sanjo. We also have Sanjo in the chat room.
Hello,
Cool.
Sajo.
Hey, Sanjo.
Cut it
How,
out. You will be hearing some excess barking. Our house guests make a little noise going under the room, so
Okay. All right, Frodo, take it away. Ugh,
so,
crazy.
tonight I want to introduce you all to a friend of me and Alley Katz. His his real name is John,
hey, that is
but
enough.
for the
Quiet.
purposes of this show, we're going to call him B Button.
B button. Okay, I like that.
Okay? So, our local B Button has been discussing some issues regarding work and he wants to try something out. So, I figure
Quit.
tonight we give him a live audition or whatever you want to call it for
Okay,
radio.
cool.
So,
Go
I'm going to
for it.
hand over this headset
I will.
and the
I'm
next
going to
voice
mute
you will
because the
hear
dogs won't
is
quit
B
barking.
Button.
Okay.
Hello, how are you? I am fine. What is your name? My name is Beebut.
Oh my.
How'd you like it?
That's good.
Oh
That's
I
yeah.
funny.
love it. I love it.
That's funny.
Please excuse the dogs, you guys.
It's
Go ahead and
okay.
mute
That's
if you
fine, I
need
got a
to.
cat in
If
my
you need
lap.
to mute, go ahead. It's fine.
So, 10 points to the house if whoever can guess the literary reference I just made.
I have no clue.
Could you please repeat it so I can?
Okay. This is a line from an old Michael Crichton novel. See if you can guess what it is. Hello, how are you? I am
2001: A
fine.
Space Odyssey.
No,
2001: A
no.
Space
That's
Odyssey.
No,
Stanley
that
C.
was
Let him
Arthur
finish,
Clarke.
C.
Jen.
Clarke.
Arthur C. Clarke wrote that.
Yeah.
No. Uh,
Let him finish, Jen.
Go ahead.
okay.
The line is this. Hello, how are you? I am fine. What is your name? My name is Jerry.
Jerry.
Hey,
It's a Michael Crichton book. It isn't Jurassic Park.
oh, God. He's written so many different books that I have no idea.
I'll give you a hint. It was made into a movie with Dustin Hoffman, Sharon Stone, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'd have to cheat. I just don't know. Darn it.
Uh, is it a Marvel Universe movie?
No,
Nope.
No.
It
definitely
is
not.
a sci-fi thriller.
Okay.
Let's see. Now, I remember there was a
Oh,
TV.
oh, oh,
Okay, what is it, Tim?
I think it is Spear.
Yes, it is.
Ding, 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 ding,
What
ding,
what
ding.
was it?
Spirit Spotter
Scanners?
Tim did.
It's Spear. Sphere.
Oh, Sphere. Gotcha. Okay.
Sphere.
That is correct.
Oh,
Knock it off!
Jan,
Whoa.
just
Sorry, I've had
mute
dogs
Janet,
Sorry.
myself.
mute it. Mute it.
Yeah, just remember this, guys. Never yell at a barking dog if you want him to stop. Once you start yelling, you become the backup barker. You want him to stop, tell him no, but be soft about it.
Okay.
I had to think about that one for a minute. I was initially thrown off by when you said Dustin Hoffman, but the minute you said Samuel L. Jackson and sci-fi thriller, I think, okay, yeah, the first one that comes to mind is Spear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Friends, in the
And
8,000 years of human history, this is a first. We are now online with an alien intelligence.
That sounds like Contact
Okay.
with Jodie Foster.
No,
I
that
can
was the
tell you,
movie Sphere.
Oh.
That was one of Sam
yeah, the movie
Jackson's
Spear.
lines.
Oh, okay.
If I just about have it pulled up here, I'll tell you briefly, real quick. Here it is.
Okay.
It says terrifying underwater action thriller. Superstars Dustin Hoffman, Sharon Stone, and Samuel L. Jackson star in this thrilling adaptation of the Michael Crichton
Crichton.
bestseller as Crichton bestseller as a group of scientists recruited by the Navy to conduct a secret underwater mission.
Hey, Cosmo, please.
Jan.
Mute, Jan.
I got it.
Anyway, bestseller as a group of scientists recruited by the Navy to conduct a secret underwater mission to explore an alien spaceship and discover it's an American ship returned through time from the future and entombed by an alien sphere. Their mission turns terrifying when they unknowingly develop the power to manifest their worst fears.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's actually
Base.
sounds like that sounds like a really good movie.
I think it is. A lot of the critics panned it, but the
I
novel
believe it.
is superb.
I believe it because, believe it or not, there was that movie I saw in 2018. I liked Welcome to Marwin. It was panned for the most part, but I thoroughly enjoyed it because it was like to me, it was a unique perspective on PTSD.
Yeah.
That's why I liked it, but it seems like it went over everybody else's heads.
Now, Oddball, help me remember. Welcome to Morrowind was a Steve Carell movie
Mm-hmm.
about a guy who basically imagined his own village to
Mm-hmm.
cope with his PTSD, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And it is based on a true story.
Yeah. Sphere is a little bit like that, but it's kind of like this. In Sphere, if I had gone inside this alien sphere, I'd have a power such that if I imagined a cheeseburger in my hand, there'd be a cheeseburger in my hand.
Ooh, nice.
Problem is, it causes you to manifest all your thoughts, whether you think them
Including
consciously or
or
not.
not. Oh yeah, I gotcha.
So if you get angry at somebody and impulsively imagine them dead,
They're
guess
dead.
how they wind up?
It's like it's almost like Death Note.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like a la Death Note, except instead of just writing everything down in that notebook, it's the whole different story.
Yeah.
Okay, Janet,
By
I
the
had
way,
to mute you. You'll have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, by the way, if it seems like I'm a little distracted right now, my hosts are in the middle of watching a version of Power Rangers that is certainly more advanced, but not all that different from what I myself grew up with.
Sounds
Well,
like
I mean,
Super Sentai.
yeah.
Hey, what do you think of some of the other live action shows like Ultraman and stuff like that? If you've ever seen any of the Ultraman?
Well, the unfortunate thing, Janet, is that I kind of grew out of watching a lot of superhero shows by the time I was 8.
Hmm.
Oh,
Uh,
never mind
Probably just
then.
but I'm
oversaturated
old
with it,
enough
right?
that I remember some of the so bad they're good ones, like VR Troopers and
Yeah, I remember that one.
Beetleborgs.
I remember that one.
Big
Those,
Bad Beetleborgs. Um,
yep, that
What
was
was
the
that
only
one?
thing.
Samurai something from Beverly Hills or something like that?
Beverly
no,
Hills
the
Ninja.
the
No,
No, I know what you're talking about.
Samurai Pizza Cats.
no. It was
That
a,
was
it was one
No,
with Joey
no.
Lawrence in it. No, Matthew Lawrence, not Joey. Matthew Lawrence.
I'll look it up.
Uh,
I'll
Yeah,
look it up real quick. I know what
I
one you're
remember
talking about.
Biker
I can't
Mice
think of it
from
either.
Mars.
yeah. I remember that one.
oh, but man,
Yeah, Power
what?
Rangers
Hey,
these days is not as good in my opinion as the originals in the earlier seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Uh,
literally dumbed down anymore. That's why I never really watched. I mean, I watched the 25th anniversary episode,
Mhm.
and I feel they screwed up Super Mega Force so bad it completely turned me off. I watched a little bit of Dino Charge into Dino Supercharge, gave it up again, came back for the 25th anniversary episode, and then immediately gave it up. And I've seen maybe one episode of Beast Morphers, and pretty much gave it up too.
yeah.
Yes,
I mean, Beast Morphers looks good, but
mhm. It's
I don't
just
know that it draws enough interest to make me want to watch it again because
yeah,
they've done the show down for Nickelodeon.
yeah.
Like,
That
give
unfortunately
me
that does cause
no.
a problem because when they have to dumb it down, there's really no alternative, unfortunately.
Well, I'll tell you what's really sad, and you can see this as a pattern once it's identified. You know why you got shows like VR Troopers, Beetleborgs, and the ones you guys mentioned?
Mhm.
It's because of the fact that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were originally supposed to be a joke, but
That's
they got to
true.
be so popular that everybody and their sister decided to cash in on it. And the
Mhm.
sad truth is, that's not new. Uh, when Batman the 60s series was getting popular, they were making all kinds of
Crazy knockoffs. Like I know there was one called Captain Nice.
Captain Nice, there was Batfink.
There it is. There it is. Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
That's it. I knew there was. It was that one with not Joey Lawrence, but his brother Matthew Lawrence.
Matthew Lawrence. Yep, Superhuman Samurai
Say,
Cyber
Tim,
Squad. Yeah.
pardon me if I interrupted you there. Does the title Butt Ugly Martians ring any bells for you?
It sounds very something.
ugly,
I am familiar with it, or I think I should be familiar with it.
but ugly
Okay, Tim,
Martians.
you might recognize this then. We are the Martians, the butt ugly Martians. We are the Martians, the butt ugly Martians.
It sounds familiar.
I know
Yeah, it
this.
does.
The theme song, part of the theme song, and the fact that the voice actor who played the voice of Yakko Warner was in it are the only things I really remember about it.
Yakko
Um,
Warner. Isn't
Ro-
that Rob Paulson?
Yes, it is.
Oh
yes.
crap.
Rob Paulson did a lot of stuff. You guys remember the show Bump in the Night?
Yeah,
He was the
Oh,
voice of Squishy in
I
that
believe
show.
it. Yeah, I know he also voiced what was it? Snow Job on GI Joe. I think I can't remember which of the Aerobots. I know he did a couple of those on Transformers.
I'll tell you this, oddball. Rob Paulson is also known as the voice of Pinky the Lab Rat.
Yeah, Oh, I knew
Pinky,
that. Narf.
Pinky and the Brain. Narf.
And it's
Um,
weird because Yakko and Pinky sound so dissimilar. It's like,
Oh, I know.
how is that possible?
Oh, Rob Paulson's been in the business so long. It's easy for him. But remember, I don't know if you remember this, he had throat cancer and almost lost his voice. So,
Yeah,
Oh my.
I know this
I
much.
know
When he
Jan
came
and I
back
both have his
to,
book.
I know that when Paulson came back to do the reboot of Animaniacs, he did not sound the way I, for one, remember him watching the original episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Because
sure whether he's just gotten older or it's an effect of having nearly lost his voice or both,
I'm
but
thinking both
he
because
does
when
not.
he,
I was thinking both too.
yeah, because when he did Animaniacs, that was like 1992 or 3.
three.
And
That
yeah,
was like,
93, but he was like 40 something. He's like 60 something now, so
And he
yeah,
still has it.
mhm. It may not be the
yes, he
same,
does.
but it may not be the
I think he's
same,
kind of
but
like, excuse me.
You know what I
I
meant
think
when
he's
I
kind of
said
like
he
Michael
still
Keaton in
has
that
it?
regard.
oh, excuse me.
When I still has it, he still appeals. He could still go to a convention and draw a crowd.
Oh yeah. I know. I met him in 2017 at Dragon
Very
Con.
nice. Did you get him to swear in character?
Um well, what I did was, well, now I don't know if you're familiar with this cartoon, but I fell in love with this one called The Magician, and Rob Paulson voiced Ace's
Quiet.
sidekick Cosmo. I told him about that. He was shocked. I knew it.
And
Oh,
Cosmo was a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And he
nice.
and he managed to pitch his voice like a teenager.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. But he was
Oddball, are
so
you familiar with Billy West?
yes.
Yes.
Here's a
Vaguely.
voice of his. I'll see if I can do it. Here's a voice of his you might recognize. Well, Doug was a painfully average 11-and-a-half-year-old, and this is my dog Pork Chop.
Uh,
And, oh
Doug.
yeah.
Doug.
Yeah, give me the mic, loser.
Doug.
Roger Klotz here. Vote
Yep.
no on question 2, and if you don't like it, vote for this.
Oh, that was the bully in the series.
Mhm. You know what?
Yep.
I'll tell you
And
the
Billy
truth.
West played the voice of both of them.
Yeah, I believe it. I honestly believe it.
Pork Chop, I think, was actually a guy named Fred Newman.
Mhm. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this
It's.
much. You'd be
I'll tell you this much.
Oh, Shirley,
mhm.
go.
Okay. I I think I don't know. You know who voice actor Steve Bloom is, right?
Name's not ringing a bell to me.
Okay, well, I'll put it this way. He's a very prolific voice actor, and he even has his own Facebook group which Janet, Tim, and I were all members of. It's called the Bloomvox Studios Community. You'd be a great
Heard
fit
about
in
that.
there.
I believe you, and I will have to look into that at some point.
Yeah, you'd be a great fit in there because, every once in a while
Uh-huh.
they'll do like challenges, and then I was actually a judge in this last one about you know, people say, kind of come up with, being grateful for what happened in 2020, but they had to do it in like a unique voice. And some of them, and one person sounded like Elmo.
Okay, Shirley,
Hmm.
was it?
What now?
I got to stop you for just a second.
Okay.
Did you just say this was a contest about telling about what you're grateful for in 2020?
Yeah. You see yeah, let me put it this way. The challenge was last month, and the winner was decided on 2 days before Christmas.
Grateful 2020? What?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so was the most popular answer that you didn't die?
No, actually, I mean they came up with some good answers. They really did.
Okay.
I think I must have watched at least 50 different videos, and trying to narrow it to 10 was not easy.
Caused by someone's certain competence.
Okay, I'm not going to touch the political stuff for right now. I don't know about you guys, but anymore, talking politics just makes me want to Ralph.
All right, well,
It's
let me put it this way. I'm just going to put it in two sentences.
okay.
After tomorrow and Wednesday, that's it. I hope that does it. Fair enough?
Good deal. Fine with me, baby.
There.
I'll tell you this much. I know people who voted for Trump just because they saw him as inefficacious enough that he'd do the least amount of
What's
damage of
identification?
the presidential candidates that election.
Hmm.
I wish I were kidding. They literally voted for him as the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
No offense, but I would have taken Hillary. I in the first presidential election, I hate Trump with a passion, so I voted for Hillary.
I'm a
The same
Republican. I didn't
here.
vote for Trump either time because I knew he was incompetent.
Well,
Ooh, now he might be under investigation for
That
a
phone
remark he
call over
made
the
on.
weekend.
I'll tell you
And
something
it's all
funny
Right.
on
about
tape.
Trump.
Yep.
Shirley, Janet,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Joker.
Let's
Back in
drop
the
the
80s,
politics.
for a few years actually, Donald Trump spent a couple years trapped in the body of an orange tabby.
That would explain his body. That would
Yeah.
explain the fake tan on his skin.
Well, what happened was this. Back before he turned particularly unattractive, he got hit by his own anchor. They tried to save his body, but they couldn't. However, his brain still had some activity. So they kidnapped a previously dead cat who went by the name of Bill and did an intracranial transplant. And when Mr. Trump woke up, he was in the body of an animal who could legally poop in Ed Cook's flower bed.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm loving this.
If you're wondering, technically, I
so
am actually not making this up, but a cartoonist named Berkeley Breathed did make it up.
oh what's that comic strip he still does?
Outland, Opus, Bloom County.
Yes, Bloom Count. Yeah, I recognize all three of them. Opus was the penguin.
Yep. And Bill was the cat whose stupidity was once explained by having been kidnapped to a science lab where they replaced his brains with tater tots.
Oh God.
I wish I were making that up.
I know.
That was out of a Christmas movie based off a
Was
Christmas short story he wrote that was basically family oriented.
Mm. Huh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
oh
I don't know if you guys heard this. Yesterday, was it yesterday or was it this morning? I think it was morning. There was a report that Tanya Roberts, the actress who was in the Beastmaster, and what was that other movie? A View to a Kill, Janet?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
a
View to
view
a
would
kill.
kill.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
also that 70 show.
Yeah. Hmm. But
She died at 65, didn't she?
no, she's still alive.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
I saw, I can't remember her name, but I saw that an actress who'd been on that 70s show as a minor character
Hmm.
had died at 65. I don't remember the cause, but
Yeah. So the problem is she's in the hospital, but she hasn't died. Someone reported she did, and it just spread like
It
wildfire.
was. I think it was the Daily News
It was her
reported
partner.
it premature.
It was
It
her
was a
partner.
rep, right, Tim? I think it was her
No, her
rep.
partner. Her partner.
Oh, okay.
Her
What?
rep is the one. Her rep is the one that
Who
said no, no,
retracted
no.
that? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, the rep retracted that, saying no, she's still alive. She's not in very good condition, but she's alive.
Okay.
And it's not COVID that's getting to her
I
No,
either.
think the
not
first
COVID.
one to report the death was TMZ.
Oh, that figures.
And you know how reputable TMZ is.
Not.
Not. They're tabloid.
Yeah.
Paparazzi.
Yeah.
What's new there?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Yeah.
and they're run by the guy who was the court reporter on People's Court.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Uh,
Yeah.
Harold
Harry
Harvey
Anderson?
Harvey
No, that's
Harvey
Le-
Harvey
Levy
Levin.
Levin. Yeah,
Harvey
that's it. Hardy
Levin.
Levin. Hardy Harv. I can't say it. Harvey Levin.
Oh
Shirley,
my!
Pronunciation is important. Sorry.
Shirley, this isn't the first time you've tripped over your damn tongue.
Okay then.
I have to keep.
Okay. Bug deodorant.
Oh, John,
What's
uh,
could you tell
yes.
that story? I know Mike and
I know the rest
Frodo and
have,
Tim
but
have
you
heard
have
the
never
story
heard
before.
this. But here's what happened. In
John,
2000, yeah, let me
Dad,
tell it. Let
I'll
me
let
tell
you tell
this.
the story.
Okay, in 2006, Janet and I, we were going to head to a camp up at Lake Martin, and we knew we were going to need insect repellent. So we go to the public store near the house, and I go up to one of the employees, and I've got okay, insect repellent, insect repellent. Somehow, I went up to the Publix employee and asked, "Excuse me, where can I find the bug
what?
deodorant?"
English associate.
So anyway, John,
He just went
that's
once
not
and went
half as
missing
bad as
twice.
her get. John, John,
Yes, I'm listening.
John,
I'm here.
that's not as bad as her as Shirley getting me laid. You want to that one?
Yeah, here's what we did. We were coming back from the battleship USS Alabama down in
Hmm.
Mobile, and we stopped at a nearby convenience store. Now, Janet said this. She said, "Here's what I need you to do. Go inside and get some Sun Chips. They don't have Sun Chips, get the Fritos. They don't have Fritos, go get Lay's." Now repeat that back to me. I said, "Okay, if they don't have Sun Chips, get the Fritos. They don't get the Fritos, get laid."
Oh
I'm listening.
my!
And I swear we had the giggles all the way back to the house.
Yeah. Well, for the most
I
part,
heard
I'd say about at least 5 to 10 miles anyway.
I heard one little anecdote where little Goy got to take care of the class pet for the weekend, a baby chick named Lucky, who told his
Oh,
mom about it by saying, "Hey mom, I'm gonna get lucky this weekend."
Oh,
Oh! Hey, tell a story about the peaches.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Story about the beaches.
Oh
Peaches, peaches.
yeah. Well, let's see. Well, here's what's going on is Frodo would always say millions and millions of peaches, but then it's like, wait, I remember when Jay Leno was hosting the Tonight Show, and I've got it somewhere in my iTunes list. Um, the word peaches in an ad was spelled Peeches. So
Nice.
he would pronounce it peaches.
I thought that typo was done by a report. Was mistyped by a weather reporter.
No, 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 no. It was Jay Leno's headlines, and someone mistyped it as peaches.
I'll top that one, ladies.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
actually seen a picture of one of those old Hardee's billboards around the time they were starting out the thick burgers.
Oh, okay.
Somebody left the G out of, that is the Gulf, you're
Oh
doing
no,
military
I know what it
phonetic,
is. Angus.
out of 100% Angus beef.
Yep. I know exactly what
Oi,
you're
Now, I
talking
think in
about.
some cultures, anus beef might be considered a delicacy.
That is true. You're
Oh
right.
my!
That is actually
Oh
true.
my!
That is actually
Which
true.
cultures?
Probably I wouldn't be surprised if African.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. African, Asian, maybe
Mhm.
Australian Aboriginal. Don't know.
Yeah. Mhm.
I know I've watched some of the some of the travel shows, and yes, they do serve beef intestine, anus,
Mhm. That's
udder.
true. It is
It
Well,
true.
just
It may
thing you
sound
got to
depends
disgusting to
on
remember,
us, but to them, it's
Shirley,
not.
Janet, thing you got to
yo.
remember is smooth muscle. People will eat beef tongue
True.
because the muscle is so tender.
True.
Right.
You got to prepare it right because if
Mhm.
you start realizing you're eating a tongue, it will probably sicken you.
Right.
But when
Well,
it's
I
prepared right, it is a delicacy.
Right.
have you ever had Rocky Mountain oysters?
I don't generally care for oysters, I'm afraid.
That's fine.
Actually, oysters are not Rocky Mountain oysters are not oysters. Rocky Mountain oysters are cow balls, cow nuts.
I can't tell which I'd prefer less, Rocky Mountain oysters or nose oysters.
But
Uh,
Because to be
but
honest with you, you guys remember a spoof off of Jackass called Rad Girls?
No,
no.
never heard of
never
It
that.
heard
was
of that.
basically an attempt at a gender bend on Jackass, and the sad truth is it kind of failed because they couldn't bring themselves to go as far as the Jackass guys could.
But
No, I don't
anyway,
blame
One
them.
of their stunts, one of their favorite stunts, was to eat Fear Factor level gross stuff.
Yeah, I believe it.
And I can't help but remember one where the challenge was to eat a type of clam nicknamed bowl balls, and I wish I were making this up, prepared camel penis.
Oh my!
Okay,
Yeah,
oh,
okay,
you heard me right.
okay.
Camel
Now,
penis.
okay. Now we're gonna have to
Oh
hold.
my!
Now, hang on. Let me explain something. We're on Twitch, so we're gonna have to be extra careful.
Gotcha,
um,
gotcha.
you know what a gooey duck is?
Yes, I do, and I might
I
try
gave
one
it
if
a
it's.
I gave it a nickname because of its length. Can you figure out what the nickname is?
uh, horse dick.
No, penis clam.
That
Forgive me.
explains a lot.
Oh my!
Please, Twitch, don't kick
Please
us
don't kick us off
off.
the air. We're really sorry, madam. Please don't kick
Yes,
us off
please,
the air.
please,
We're
please, please.
sorry.
No, but Andrew Zimmern went going after gooey ducks. I think it was in Alaska, and I swear he pulled out one that was about this long,
Yeah.
and then maybe about that big around.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Last time I saw Gooey Ducks was on Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe,
I remember that show.
and I found out just what that appendage is largely used for.
Okay, I forgot. I've seen the episode, but I've forgotten what it's all about.
Janet, I'll just say this. You were not wrong at all in nicknaming it the way you did.
Ooh, okay, the expulsion of waste matter.
Hmm.
I was thinking more along the lines of the expulsion of sperm, but
Okay,
I'm not
never
making
mind.
this up.
I
Watch the
know.
episode if you don't believe me.
No, no, I believe you.
But anyway, let's kind of go in another direction before we get in trouble
That is
with
an
Yeah.
Twitch.
excellent
Yeah.
idea.
And I see
Oh,
JJ in the
hey
chat room
guys,
too.
guess
Hey,
what
J-
Disney movie this line is from? You may hear
Okay.
me do this a lot. This is from a Disney movie.
Okay.
I've got an excellent idea. Let's change the subject.
Okay. Hmm.
That could be.
Can you add a little bit more to that line?
I'll give you another line, and this will probably give it away. Well, no wonder you're late. Why, this clock is exactly 2 days
Alice in
slow.
Wonderland.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm late. I'm late for a very important. No time to stay late. I'm late.
Well,
And
no
I don't
wonder
say.
you're late. Why, this watch is exactly 2 days slow.
Yeah. Well.
Plus, you're late.
Yeah.
We'll have to look into this. Aha! I see what's wrong with it. This watch is full of wheels.
Okay. Well, now I got something that's gonna make. I got something that's gonna make some people laugh here. Um. You know how sometimes you gotta be careful what you type on a screen because it's
Uh-huh.
supposed to say caution on snow and ice. Well, unfortunately, somebody did not pay attention to what they were doing. Uh-oh, hold on. Come on, Google Chrome. Bear with me. Sorry.
You're
Growl.
right,
Um,
fine. I hate it too.
But
No, it's the problem with Streamlabs. Uh, okay, today. Come on, please.
and today, and today, and today.
Thank you.
you got a talent, John. You ought to run with it.
I think I may just.
All right. Well, anyway, instead of see local TV station has it's supposed to be driving on snow and ice. Instead, they got driving on snot and ice.
Very nice. Well, there is a
Well,
saying, slicker
hey,
than cat snot on a doorknob.
well, you want to know something?
What?
What's that?
Slick as snot,
Mm.
and ice be damn thick too.
Yeah, well, the way I figure, I know exactly which Pokemon is responsible for this. There's a new one out called Cubchoo, and they've got that big old bit of snot coming out of its nose.
Did you
Actually,
say his name was Coke Jew?
Cubchoo,
Cubchoo.
Cubchoo.
Cubchoo. And
Yeah,
I think it's in Diamond and Pearl, I think.
yeah. Well,
Okay, I'm gonna have
it's
to
been
look
added.
into
Or
that
Yeah, it's
because
been added to
that's
Pokemon Go.
either
So
a very racist stereotype or potentially a drug reference.
oh,
yeah, but I mean, what is Cubchoo? It's basically it looks like a little bear, but it's got like a big old bit of snot coming out of
oh
its
no,
nose.
it's Generation 5.
All he has to do, all he has to do for a weapon is shake his head and send that snot flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an ice type Pokemon.
Oh,
It's
okay.
supposed to look like a polar bear, but it's got snot coming out of its nose.
Yep.
Now, some people have weird senses of humor.
Mhm.
Now, before you say anything, yes, I am one of them. But some people,
Especially, is especially those in Japan.
Yeah,
yeah. Of
because
course, they probably think our senses of weird humor are just as weird.
think they have some of the craziest manga titles because we've all run into it. One of our all-time favorites is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Oh my.
That's the name of.
Um, Personally, my favorite
Oh, no, no, leave
is
the
it
door
good or
open.
bad to be
Keep
able
it
to buy
quiet,
panties
okay?
in vending
You leave
machines?
it. Did you leave it
Okay.
open?
Okay, so Cubchoo was introduced in Pokemon Black and White, which
Okay.
is a fifth
Okay,
fifth generation. I was a generation
you
off.
need it back then.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean they just added them
And I'll
into
be
the
right back.
Pokemon Go mobile game, so. But but I swear, and I'll tell you this: I had a good time Christmas Day. I actually watched Wonder Woman 1984 on HBO Max and Soul on Disney Plus. And I'm going to tell you the truth: I like Soul better.
Yeah, I've yet to see Soul, and I think I may look into it. I've seen Onward. That
Yeah.
was heartfelt.
Hmm. Oh, I think you're going to like this one, especially. I will tell you right now.
Hmm.
Some of the cinematography is so amazing.
Yes, I have.
You would almost think it was not a Pixar movie. You'd almost think it was like a real movie with real people. But I mean, seriously, some of the cinematography almost fooled me, especially in the Jazz
Shirley,
Club. Hmm.
I'll tell you this much. Even as far back as Wally, they were doing amazing things with cinematography and CGI.
Hmm.
Wally, I think, was the first Pixar, if not computer animated movie that used the focusing technique designed to draw your attention, divide your attention between something far away and something up close.
Right.
But man, we the first feature length computer animated that came out when I was 8,
I believe it.
and we have only gotten better and better since then.
Oh, I know, because I still remember when the show Reboot was on.
I loved Reboot.
Yeah.
My older sister, she'll remain nameless for this, but she thought Enzo was hot.
Which one, the younger one or the older one later in the series?
I think both.
Oh, okay.
He even had a
Personally,
scar down his cheek.
Mhm.
yeah,
I
he had a
remember from that.
scar, he had one eye, one fake eye, a
Mhm.
goatee, he was ripped, built like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mhm.
Uh, I remember one of his favorite expressions was "be with you in a nano."
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember what happened to Bob and his sister.
Yeah.
What was his sister's name? Let's see if I can.
Dot?
My hosts are Dot.
Dot.
Yeah, it was Dot.
Bob and Dot. Oh,
Matrix.
Matrix.
oh, you're kidding. Congrats, reboot. You just ripped off Mel Brooks. I ain't making this up. You guys remember the movie Spaceballs?
Yes,
Yeah.
the robot in Spaceballs was named Dot Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember right, Joan Rivers played her voice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That's true. She did. But I mean, but I did like reboot as well because I mean it was early on in that kind of CGI, but it was still pretty good for what it
Oh,
did.
amen. Amen.
It was great for what it
Uh,
did.
I tell you this, you ought to see Pixar's earliest stuff. I mean, it's simple,
Mm-hmm.
but their first movie as Pixar, it actually even wasn't when they were Pixar, they were still Lucasfilm. It was called The Adventures of Andre and Wally B.
Hmm.
They premiered that at, I I'm trying to remember the name of the convention, but it was a convention for showing off CGIs. Somebody actually came up to, I think it was either, I think it was John Lasseter.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody actually came up to him and asked, "What kind of software do you use? It's so funny. How do you make it so funny? What kind of software do you use?" They were, and he was amazed because up to that point, all the people were doing was showing off just what their computers would do, and nobody was expecting that somebody would actually make something worth watching. And they were so. Oh, Frodo has just found what I believe is an episode of Reboot. So,
They'll have that
gotcha,
playing. They have that
gotcha.
playing on Shout TV ever so often too. So
Yeah, I just remembered this. Reboot was one of Tony Jay's better voice acting
oh
roles.
yes, he was excellent as Megabyte.
Yeah,
And my favorite episode ever, the guitar duel between Megabyte and Bob. That
good
was
duel, sir.
classic. That was,
Happy birthday, Enzo.
and Megabyte gives him the guitar. That was
Happy
the that
birthday,
was the
Enzo. But remember, my boy, this is your sanctuary. Ring any bells?
yeah,
I hate to say it, but may God rest him. He
yeah.
was he wasn't young, but he was taken from us way too soon.
Oh, I know. A lot of people have been taken way too soon lately.
Yeah, I mean, Alan Rickman's dead. Who
Alan
else is
Rickman started
dead?
the crazy time of 2016 when so many had died. David
Yeah,
Bowie and that was that was one of the craziest years we ever had.
yeah. Well,
do you want to go
sad truth
outside?
is, we're all
I'll
gonna
be back
die.
in a minute.
Eventually,
Yeah,
I'll be back in a minute.
we may be
Let's go
fortunate enough
outside.
to live through Jesus' second coming, but uh, if we don't, we're gonna die someday.
yeah, it's a given. But the
Yeah.
best thing to do is you got one life, live it.
And remember, as Danny Elfman put it, die, die, we all pass away. But don't wear a frown, because it's really okay. You might try to hide and you might try to pray, but we all end up the remains of the day.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, and I live by this one line that Danny Williams said in the 2013 episode of Hawaii Five O Hookman. Be you. It's very you of you. I have loved that line for that long because it makes sense. I mean, you got one life to live. Yeah, be you. It's very you of you.
Tell me if this line from a somewhat unpopular Mike Myers movie rings a bell. How do you spell guru? Guru.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of the movie.
Austin Powers.
No.
No.
It
Here's
has
another line from it.
it's a movie about a guru, but I forgot the name of it.
Here's another line from it you might recognize. You must go from nowhere to now here.
Like I said, I know what
Buddy,
you're talking
yes.
about, but I can't think of the title.
Um,
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just cannot
should I
remember
spoil
the
it for you?
title. Yeah, go ahead, please.
The Love Guru.
Oh,
Yeah. I knew because I remember he started the movie as a guru, but I couldn't remember the name of it.
Um,
And by the way, I'm not worried about spoilers. Other people may
You
get
know
upset
what?
about it, but I don't.
You know what? I think the theaters are slowly but surely rolling out a few movies at a time.
well,
Yeah, maybe so, but UK is going into lockdown with that new coronavirus variant, and now it's already been reported at least, I think it's 4 states now?
New York
um,
was the last one.
Florida was in there too.
New York
ladies,
and California.
Yes.
you mentioned England. Help me with something. I think I read through the grapevine somewhere that England was going to make it a criminal act to give free refills on drinks that were considered unhealthy. Now, I hope I just read that in the tabloids that passed for news on the Yahoo newsfeed, but
Okay, well
I
let
want to
me
be
let
sure.
me go over to.
Well, if we find a verified source, because that's one of the first things I do, I look for a verified source.
Yeah.
Okay, now what was it? Tax on what?
No, it's
Hold
they're
on.
making it illegal to give free refills if the drink is considered unhealthy. No, not even alcohols. I'm talking about sugar drinks. They're going to make it such that you can't get free refills on fountain drinks legally if the drink is considered unhealthy.
Okay, I think I just found it.
Okay.
Let me
Was the
see.
source?
This is the Telegraph.
Okay.
Free refills of sugary drinks and buy one get one free offers on unhealthy foods will be banned under government plans to tackle obesity. Can you please get out of here? I want to read the story. Darn it.
France has banned them too.
Yeah. Government banned 2-for-1 deals from April 2022 to tackle UK obesity crisis. It's like, come on. I want to read the doggone story. I hate it when I get the damn
And then
pop up
England,
and it
it
won't.
looks like it's in.
Looks like it has a
That's
lot
from
of
last
Europe.
year, the
Di-
2017.
no, what I got is December
Yeah.
28th, 2020.
There it is. Refill ban for sugary drinks. The Telegraph. There, I found the article.
Yeah, but watch out for a pop up because it may not let you even look at it. Okay.
Not having a.
Oh, it's not till it's there, but it's not going to take effect until April of 2022.
Well, that gives it some time to get repealed.
Yeah.
yeah.
The question
I'm
is, will they
sorry to
have
do.
better? Will they
I'm
have
sorry
some
to do
good
stuff
sense?
like that because of a person's choice. Give me a break.
Yeah, and on top of that,
Exactly.
I know people who they'll buy like a 32-ounce Sprite, but they drink it over 4 days. They don't drink it all at once.
Yeah. I'll tell you what chaps me. I actually saw. Say again. I won't swear. Don't worry. Okay. Sorry. My hosts were letting me know what I can and can't say on the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll tell you what chaps my ass. I actually heard this. I saw footage of this around the time New York City was implementing the 32-ounce soft drink ban. They were doing a Pop Vox interview and
Hmm.
interviewing a woman who supported it, and she said this, and I paraphrase if not quote. I support the 32-ounce soft drink ban because I think the government can do a better job taking care of me than I can.
Oh boy.
Mother, should I trust the government?
Pink Floyd.
Exactly. And I think everybody here knows the answer to that. So on three, say it with me. One, two, three. No.
No.
No. Yeah, because seriously, seriously, the problem is, some people, like I said, they'll have like a 32-ounce Sprite, and they'll drink it over 3 to 4 days, not at one time.
But Joker pretty much uh, pretty much expresses my point to a T.
Hmm.
It's your choice. The
Yeah,
government doesn't have to try to police
yeah.
your life, and they
Hmm.
shouldn't.
No. Oh wow. According to Sajid, New York has reached 1 million cases of coronavirus.
Oh joy.
That's not surprising.
Mm-mm. Because now with that new variant, this things could get a little crazier now.
Yeah. Did you hear? I'm going to repeat this. If I want to get a Big Mac, a large order of French fries, and a large Coke Zero and an apple pie, that's a choice, not the government's.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like it's my choice that I want to order something that is gluten free and dairy free because I do have those intolerances. And thankfully there's a place called Jersey Mike's that actually does accommodate for it. They've got good gluten free bread. I asked them not to put any cheese on it, and they accommodated for it. So it's like, thank you. It's like it's
Right.
nice. So a lot of places are accommodating for those with food allergies.
It used to be that if you had a food allergy and wanted, now you notice to be, if they had a food allergy and you wanted to go out and eat, the waitresses would say, "Screw it, you're on your own." But now a lot of restaurants are accommodating the dieters, the people who have to watch what they eat,
Right.
diabetic,
Hmm.
Hey,
okay,
hey, Janet,
people
they're the
like you
people
with
paying the
food
money.
allergies.
Yeah. And I will tell you the truth. I think, was it 2018 when I was going to Dragon Con in Atlanta? I see the Hard Rock Cafe. The first thing I see is, please ask for a gluten-free menu. I was ready to scream with joy as loud as that guy talking about Jesus right up the street.
There was
Nice.
a guy talking about Jesus.
Yeah, there was a guy talking about Jesus right at the corner. But when I saw that sign, I was about ready to scream for joy as loud as he was. It's like,
Yeah.
Nice.
thank you. Because what I do,
So,
thankfully, what I do nowadays is I've got a I've got an app where I can see, which places would be best for gluten free. And I discovered I can actually eat something at Taco Bell.
generally, I stay away from Taco Bell.
Right,
I don't like beans that much. They don't always keep them out of my order,
right,
and the food's not that great.
right. Well, you see, in my case, I had no alternative because I was actually forced to eat out because I had to go to Alexander City with a couple of other people for the job I used to have. I'm out of it, thank God. But But I was thinking, where am I going to find something gluten free? Then I look up something about Taco Bell. I was like, oh, they have their like bowls, like you could put like either steak or chicken or something like that. I did that and it worked out. It worked out for me. So the
It
only catch
what
was
matters is it works.
I think I left the sauce out because that took a lot of the sodium content out because I have high blood pressure too. I have to watch it.
I just leave out the sauce because I don't like the way it tastes. I mean,
We live in the Southwest, John. I live in
really, uh,
Arizona.
I used to live in
And
Arizona, Janet.
what part?
Which city?
What part?
What?
Where do you live in Arizona?
She lives in Goodyear. That's west of
I used
Phoenix.
to live. I used to live just south of Tucson, a little town called Saurita.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I've heard the place, but you know, we live on Cotton Lane, and you go up Cotton Lane. No, you go up Yuma Road. It's into Old Town. Old Town Avondale.
Yeah.
And there's one place that my folks found that does some of the best shredded beef tacos you ever. This
Mm-hmm.
is a genuine article. This isn't like pre-prepped like Taco Bell.
Right.
Genuine carne asada.
Mm-hmm.
A real carne asada. And then a little bit further up West Avenue, because Yuma Road goes into Western Avenue.
Yeah, because
A
you
restaurant.
basically it's like basically you got Goodyear, then it goes into Avondale, then again it goes into Tolleson.
Oh yeah. Uh, I hate to tell you
But
this, Janet.
but
You know it better than I do. Saurita is about good 2 hours south of Phoenix, so
right, I do know. I used to live in Tucson, so
nice.
I
Okay.
live in Tucson. But it just depends. Sometimes the original, authentic Mexican food. Taco
Right.
Bell's good for me in a pinch.
Yeah. Exactly.
Uh, Thinking of Arizona tourist attractions, Janet. When you were in Tucson, did you ever go up on Mount Lemon?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I fished on. I fished up there when I was young.
Very nice. Yeah, I went there once as a day
Yeah.
trip. Took some very nice pictures, and I was surprised. I wasn't real surprised given the altitude I was living at, but I was pleasantly surprised to find two places within driving distance where in Arizona I could pick up and hold a handful of snow.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
Um,
true.
we went up Lemon and about that trip to Mount Lemon. We were in our little spot, and there was an idiot tossing bottles under a rock,
Oh boy.
antagonizing the shit out of three rattlesnakes.
Did he
Well,
get bit?
that's what Janet. That's what the Darwin Awards are for.
Yeah.
I'll
No, it
tell you
wasn't
this
me. It
much.
was one. It was one.
I saw a couple rattlesnakes while I was living out there. Saw at least four javelinas.
Oh, javelinas are cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta wait till dusk. They'll wander into the neighborhoods looking around for trash and other goodies to eat.
Yeah. Um, as long as you
It's a
don't
wild
provoke the
pig native to the
wildlife,
Southwest.
as
Say
long
again?
as you don't, as long as you don't provoke the wildlife, the wolf will not bother you.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sometimes they run into your path. I was living when I was living there. I was living with my parents, and my parents and we went through Saguaro National Park. I don't know if you've ever been there. Very nice
I've
place.
never been there.
Okay, well they have a little path that you can drive on, see the sights. Snakes will often cross that path, and if you don't see them, they can end up under your car tires without you meaning to put them there. I wish
Right.
I were kidding.
Ooh. I no. I believe you. I also
I
believe
believe
you.
you. I had an unfortunate encounter with a fucking skunk.
Oh, you poor woman.
No, it didn't spray, thank God. We
Good,
were
good.
up at Saguaro Lake, and we were eating chicken and tossing the bones into the bushes where the wildlife got it.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
we were asleep on the
Say
beach.
again.
My mom was eating M&Ms. She moved to lay down
Okay.
with my dad. Unfortunately, her M&Ms did not go with her.
Hmm.
So I hear, this is about 2 or 3 in the morning, and the only light was from the dam. We were that far from the dam on the lake, and I hear rustle, 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 crunch, crunch, crunch. So they left the flashlight for me because I invariably answer nature's call in the middle of the night. So I take the flashlight and I turn it on and I aim it in of um, the rustling and the crunching, and 6 feet away from the end of my nose was this damn skunk.
Probably had its head
So
buried in
it's
the M&M's bag.
yeah, and it scared the crap out of me. So I go, get it out. Go get it out of here, get it out of here. And I said, shit. So I go, shit. I go, get it out of here, get it out of here. And my dad, he's a good 6, 7 feet away from me, says, throw a rock at it. I said, I'm not going to throw a rock at it. You throw a rock at the thing. Because I did not relish going home nude in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he chucked a rock and it ran away.
Oh, that's good. All
Well, you're
right.
very fortunate there. I'll tell
No
you
shit.
this. Back when I was living there, uh, there were two times I encountered a rattlesnake. Both times I was walking my dog. Uh, she's dead now, God rest her. But she was a childhood dog of mine. She was an English Springer Spaniel bitch named Jackie. And Jackie was very energetic, so she had to have nice long walks. And in the summer in Arizona, you can't safely walk the dog except at dawn or dusk.
Yeah.
And given my hours, I'd have to walk her at dusk. And I lived on the edge of the desert. So if I walked her where she could get some good exercise, I ran the risk that she was going to encounter a snake.
Hmm.
First time it happened, she wandered off the path into the shadows, and all of a sudden I heard a rattle go off. So I pressed down on the retractable, pulled her back, shined the flashlight on my phone, found a little one about maybe yay big in diameter,
Hmm.
coiled up and ready.
Hmm.
Second time was earlier in the evening, but this rattler had just decided to cross the path ahead of us. Like I said, snakes don't understand that there are places where you're supposed to cross.
Hmm.
A friend of mine had a couple of
Oh,
dobies,
nice.
and they had a place up north. And one time her dobie tore off out of the house and away. And she
Oh,
comes back to the house and she was sprayed by a fucking skunk.
Hmm.
that'll happen.
Okay, so my friend took the tomato juice, gave the dog the tomato juice bath. And I'll be damned if the dog didn't go out a second time hunting that damn skunk.
Oh, let,
And go ahead and finish. I think we're ready. I think it's close to 9.
um,
Actually, it's
Already
yes,
after
over.
it is.
We're
nine.
It's
already
about five.
over.
But the good news is
Okay.
Twitch, we don't have
Um,
to worry about it. But you know,
ladies, at
Right.
this point, I think I should probably pass the mic back to Frodo so he can help wrap things up. But it was
okay.
great getting to meet all of you. Great getting to talk with all of you.
Hey, are you
Yeah.
gonna come back?
Um,
Are you gonna come
it may
back?
be this weekend, not till this weekend, but yeah, I think I will come back if you'll have me.
Okay.
Hey,
Sure.
maybe we could entice him to play Among Us with us this
Nice.
weekend.
Yeah.
Have you played the game before, John?
I haven't myself personally. I'm all in favor of Cards Against Humanity.
Okay. Well, we can always do that
All
too.
right.
We
And we will.
haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we'll do is we'll do it when we're not on Twitch, because we can be as naughty as possible. If we do it on Twitch, we can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, ladies, Joker, Oracle, Tim, it was great getting to meet all of you, and I look forward to next time. In the meantime, here is Frodo.
All right.
It was a pleasure, John.
Well, so what do you guys think?
I like him.
That was fun.
All those in favor
Yeah.
of him joining the show, say aye.
Aye.
Bye. Oracle's
Okay.
out there too.
Yeah, I'm good with that. All right, I just wanted to make sure everything was good.
Yep.
So we're about 4 minutes over time, so I think I'll start off by saying to all of our fans and followers that listen, love, peace, chicken grease to everyone. Don't cause too much trouble, and as Shirley always says, don't talk and drive, don't text and drive,
Don't drink and drive.
don't be an idiot and drive.
But do think and drive.
But
And don't
do
play
think and
Pokemon
drive.
Go and drive.
Yeah. Or
Or
any
Or the
mobile
Harry
game for that
Potter.
matter.
Yeah, or the Harry Potter one, or Wizard World, or whatever it's called.
Hmm. All right.
But yeah,
All right.
go
So
ahead, Shirley.
all right. Let me play the ending here first.
Johnny passed the interview.
Yes, you did. All right. Well, anyway, that is all for tonight. Stay tuned tomorrow because we'll have our Tune In Tuesday. Wednesday is Warzone Wednesday. Thursday is going to be Food Fascinations. and I think I know what the topic's going to be. The crazy something Tim was talking about over the weekend. Crazy food challenges.
What
If
kind
you've
of
Oh
ever
food?
watched,
yes.
if you've ever watched Man versus Food on Travel Channel, you'll
Hmm.
be familiar with some. We're going to talk about some of these that have aired on Man versus Food,
Hmm.
and we're going to see if myself, if I am able to come. We don't know what that yet or not because I'm having surgery that day,
Right. If
or
you
if my
can't, don't worry about
colleague,
it. Hmm.
or if my colleagues would be able to down the challenge. Now, I'm going to give you one example so people know what we're talking about because you might not know otherwise. Um, let me, oops.
I saw one on Facebook watch. It was the 10-pound Mexican food challenge that these people.
Yeah, think of one like some places will offer up like 5 to 7 pound burritos or the hottest bowl of curry you've ever eaten
Yeah.
or what have you. And usually that involves having a certain amount of time
Hmm.
in which to actually complete the challenge. And if the host, originally it was Adam Richmond, now it's Casey Webb, managed to complete the challenge, they would often get like their picture on the wall. They might get a T-shirt or
Hmm.
something to commemorate what they've done.
Yeah.
And of course, if not, then
They get
they
the
can't
wall of
complete the
shame.
challenge.
They get the
They get
wall
the
of
wall
shame.
of shame. Okay, so like for example, the first one, and I'm only gonna describe it this one, but we'll talk about it more on Thursday.
Hmm.
Is when Adam went to Amarillo, Texas, and he wound up taking the 72-ounce Big Texan
I
Challenge
know where that
at the
is.
Big Texan Steak Ranch.
Yep,
Yeah,
I know
you've
where
eaten
it
there.
is. Yeah, I ate there.
It,
Hey Tim, would you like to
he had
challenge that?
no, and that involved a 4.5 pound steak, a bread roll with butter, baked potato, shrimp cocktail, and a salad.
You had to eat all that within
One
two
hour.
hours.
One.
1 hour, 1 hour to down that.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the type of thing
If
we'll be
you
talking about.
if Adam or Casey, as the case may be, successfully completes the challenge, then the winner is man.
Yep.
If they fail to complete the challenge,
It's food.
then food wins.
Yep. Okay.
So
And
on Thursday we'll be talking about a number of these challenges of different types of food, and
hmm
each challenge has a different requirement from
yeah,
place to place. So
right.
that should be rather interesting.
Okay, now Friday, of course, now we have three games we can play with. We have Nearly Naughty Mad Libs, Family Friendly Cards Against Humanity, and Among Us. And we may be adding a fourth.
Which is
It's something Mike's got. Remember,
Huh?
Mike, that you were talking about that, what was that game? Smart Skills?
Shell Shock. Shell Shock
Yeah,
Live.
that's it, Shell Shocked.
That would be a fun game.
do I have to download the game on my
You already have
computer?
it. I saw that you have it on Steam, Janet.
Oh, I don't have it then. Okay, that's
Shell
okay.
Yeah.
shock?
Yeah, Shell
Shell Shock
Shocked.
Live.
Yeah. That now that'd be a nice idea because that way we could play with four games, like change
I'll
it up
double
every week.
because I didn't.
Yeah. Say that again, Jan.
I got to double check my Steam then because I don't remember seeing
All right,
it.
I want to
I
say
saw it.
right now, you guys,
Uh huh.
after we're done with tonight's episode, which aren't we almost done?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm about to end it in a minute.
All right,
Actually, can I interrupt for a second, Frodo?
Yeah.
go.
I was thinking of,
Oh,
and yes, I'm going to say this live on the air, but we raid my good friend Joel
Mm-hmm.
before we completely end the show, like after the ending credits and all that stuff, and as we say goodbye. I can start up the raid, but say he's live right now. He's playing Pokemon Leaf Green.
Okay.
I need to get his username. Give me a second while I do that.
Okay. That
I'm
would be a
gonna
bad
set it
idea.
up. I'm not gonna press enter until I know that we're good to go.
Okay, good idea. But we can, so technically, we can end the show here, right? And then leave it to
Well,
streaming,
you
or
in order for it to go into effect, we need to like go completely offline. But we'll do our goodbyes first,
okay,
and then we'll go ahead and do that. I need to. Ash, could you tell me?
The name.
Yeah, the name.
Party Hard Jakes.
Party Hard
JACE.
JC. There we go. Okay, it's in the chat. It's ready to go.
okay,
We can get ready and do our outro, and then as soon as we're all completely done, then I will press enter.
okay. Well, I've done the outro already, so
Okay, which
Oh, you did the outro
chat
already?
is it
Yeah.
in?
Okay.
Which chat is it in?
It's in the BTA, or it's in the Twitch chat.
okay. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't pressed enter.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's
Like,
right. You're
until
waiting
we're all
for
ready
you're
to
waiting for
go,
confirmation.
yeah,
Okay,
center.
sorry. Brain's not working.
I'm not on Twitch
all right.
yet.
I won't be able to. My
Twitch.tv.
computer, my laptop that I'm using,
Okay.
is not good enough to use for Twitch. So
That's
I'm,
fine. Could you do it on your desktop?
I could, but my desktop's actually. Remember how I said our
I thought-
router's having
yeah.
issues?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
It's all good, my dude.
All right.
All right.
I added John into the chat, and I tried to rename him B button, but I don't know if it took.
Okay.
But yeah, he's in there.
Cool.
All right. I think it's time to say night all.
Night.
Take care, everybody.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I'll be
Go ahead and end it.